What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Carrie Hilson.
Hey, what's happening, homie? This TIP, man.
Yo, what's up? This Big Boy. Y'all know what time it is. Live from the West Coast. You already know you checking out Hard Knock TV. You heard?
Yeah, what up, though? This is Common, and right now you checking out Hard Knock TV.
You watching Hard Knock TV, you understand?
Learn that you yacht.
Yeah, it's the boy Joell Ortiz.
It's your man Jump Off Joe Beasley.
Nickel. It's your boy Crooked Eye, man, and right now you know what you're doing, man. Hard Knock TV, you know what I mean? Shout out Debbie Deb. Slaughterhouse.
Shit.
Stay fly like a limited fare. You got us peg roll. My circle don't fit in with squares. I smell shit and piss. Know where it's coming from. You stepped on number 2 just to be number 1. Now I'ma step on you. Bring it to your yard. Bogart for ours. We go hard. You fraud. Just blow hard like broads. I coast guard the West. I'm Mozart. I compose dark.
Crooked, you just released the $1 Million Story EP. For people who haven't caught that yet, can you let them know what that's about?
Basically, it was just a pre-album. You know what I mean? I was under contract with a certain company, and I didn't really agree with the direction of the marketing. So I wanted to jump into the marketing driver's seat. So I had to push the release date back while I renegotiated and switched album, you know, to a different company, switched the project over to another company. And basically, man, it was just like, let me at least give the fans something. You know what I'm saying? Let me give them a little peek into the album, and that's what it is. The $1 Million EP is available now. iTunes, Amazon, all those good places you buy music, and I think it will give a fan some taste of what the record is going to be, because, you know, it's a very different thing when you're making an album than it is when you're dropping freestyle leaks and things of that nature. So there's some pretty good stuff on there. We got a song called Every Day that's playing the role of a first single off of that EP and the album, and we shot half of the video yesterday. I had to schedule it around Slaughterhouse. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know, I was born on a day. I wasn't born yesterday. I know I had to get these dudes while they was down here. You know what I'm saying? So that worked out great, and that's gonna be the first single, Every Day, man. So yeah, we're gonna try to smash it out.
Now, is the plan for all of you guys to drop solo albums before the next Slaughterhouse?
No. It's not the plan.
Great Escape. Can we expect that before the Slaughterhouse album, or is that coming out? Or?
Honestly, I wouldn't even be able to tell you.
I might be the closest one out of everybody to being done, right? You done with yours?
Oh man, I'm just I've got a whole nother deal. I had another deal. I mean, that's a whole nother issue.
Yeah, I think I'm the only one that got an album coming out, and it'll probably, I know it'll come out before Slaughterhouse because I'm just about done with it and we just getting started. So I don't even know when. Probably, if I had to guess, I'd say July. It's called Success Is Certain.
All Success Is Certain, July. What can we expect from that album?
I vibed off of them with this album. You know, I tried to get a little bit more personal. One element that I had on my last album that I left out was the story element. I didn't put that element on there. I felt like I was doing that or trying to do that every project. So I just focused on me. You know, I had an album a few years back, maybe 6 or 7 years back, called Death Is Certain, and it was a real dark period in my life. And I look back in retrospect, and I'm probably the exact opposite where I am now in my career, where I was back then. So it's kind of like that album, minus the darkness, you know. So
Joel, you said you have a project coming up too, or?
Oh no, I'm just closing out another record deal with a label. I can't really talk about it until it's you know, black and white. But yeah, I have another solo record deal in the working or whatever. And none of us ever stop recording. So if you ask us if we're working on something, you're gonna get a yes. I don't care if it's a tape. I don't care if it's an album. We in the booth. So yeah, I got something coming soon, like the rest of them do.
Fuck props, nigga, this a different conquest. Listeners hear me spit and think it's a pissing contest. I'm in it for power. If cowards try to stop me, they better off using a fishing pole to reel in the Loch Ness. Yes, I got a barrel that'll spot wussy. If you are what you eat, how come I'm not pussy?
You little niggas better come off that microphone. I'm educated, but I'm dumb on that microphone. Don't even bother, you get done on that microphone. I'll turn a father to a son on that microphone.
Joel, on your Twitter, you said that something to the effect of you're still bumping Jay-Z, you're still bumping Biggie, you're feeling the new artists, but that's not really what motivates you. Do you feel like the new generation needs to step up in order to inspire you, or was that just a mood you were going through at the time?
That was just me. That's just how, like, my iPod now, like, it's full of that golden era hip hop. Like, that's just what I listen to. I embrace, you know, some of the new generation and stuff like that, but I don't zone in, I don't lock in on that, because you know what I mean, like, I mean, it's bad enough like the radio drills you with a lot of that stuff that you know you subconsciously become a fan of after 9 million spins. You know what I'm saying? So I just make sure that I listen to what I want to listen to, and that if my pen is going to be influenced, it's influenced by the rough. You know what I'm saying? When I talk about the rough, of course I'm talking about the J's, the big.
What you was raised on.
Yeah, exactly. That's just what it is. Like,
you're not from this era.
I'm not.
This era is different. It's a lot of crazy MCs out in this era. J. Cole, like, they in their throwback MCs, you know what I'm saying? They probably vibe off of that era. It's just the era that we feel. It was a more impressionable era for us because we were young, and then you impressionable at those ages. Then you get to an age where you desensitize and nothing really moves you. You can recognize talent, but it don't move you. It don't make you want to dress a certain way or nothing like that. You grown. You're not hanging posters on the wall, so it's just what it is.
Do you think it's just an age thing?
Every generation is like that. It's just a certain age demographic, I feel, that's influenced by, you know, pop culture.
Plus, besides the dope dudes, there's a lot of whack dudes right now. I'm sorry, man. Yo, people are listening to music with their eyes right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that dude looks cool. He has swagger. Swagger. I can't get swagger out my headphones. I want to hear something. Like, that's just me though. You know what I'm saying? Like, this became a real marketing oriented business / hobby for everyone. You know what I'm saying? It's like crazy, man. Like, I don't get with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get with it. Not on the music side of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, please don't tell me you're going to check somebody because you think he's mad cool. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm going to do. If I'm going to spend my money, because I'm still a fan, I still go to concerts. I want to go there because of the music. You know what I'm saying? So, alongside the dope dudes like the J. Coles and the Wiz Khalifas and everybody on their grind doing what they doing, there are some whack dudes. And I ain't going to identify that with that. Sorry.
A lot of the new generation needs to do. They need to do exactly what we did when we were young. I listened to Rakim, you know, Big Daddy, you know what I mean, P.E., Ice-T, Ice Cube. It's like, you gotta do your research, man. I wish more artists felt the need to do their research. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to approaching this shit called hip hop, man.
It's not just us that feel like that either. You know what I'm saying? As far as, like, you know, stuff being not as good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, the fans formed this group. we're really a feature of a Joe Budden joint. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was not we didn't make phone calls. Hey, want to form a group? Want to do this? He put a feature out, freestyle out, and the net formed this group. That's kids rooting for real stuff. You understand? So we embraced the fans when we formed this group. You know what I'm saying? This was not a secretive business meeting or phone calls for management. This was just music. And see how we're a musically oriented group because of the fans. Like, that's why we don't pay attention to a lot of stuff that be going on. So we seem outlaw in interviews and stuff like that because we really don't give a F about some of the questions that are being asked. We just concentrate on music, bro.
On your Twitter also, you told people that they should get a passport. Hey. I'm a journalist. I try to get all the information wherever I can. You told people they should get a passport and it helps free their minds. How has traveling helped you guys see hip hop and just the world differently?
Man, you want to talk about traveling? You don't even got to go far. Just today, early, I went to the studio to lay some stuff down, and I was with Sick Jacken. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sick Jacken, you know. And I told him I want to see Skid Row. You understand? Music has me in LA, able to see this though. You understand? So we drove down St. Julian and 6th, and I said, this has to be fake. This cannot be going on in modern day America. And it is. And, you know, this is one of the many things that open my eyes and makes me be able to say, yo, things just aren't that bad when they seem that bad. Because it ain't get like this yet. You understand? So, you know, it's not always seeing the glorious things that your traveling brings you. Sometimes it's seeing the most messed up things that helps you out. You know what I'm saying? So music is allowing every one of us to see to see the best and the worst of the globe, of the world. You know what I'm saying? And that's just a blessing, bro. Something to talk about. It's something to think about. It's something to come home and hug your kids and squeeze them and enjoy life about, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I encourage you, get your passport. It's a real simple process. It's a couple of pictures in the post office and mailing it in. If you can go to the club, you can do that. Because, it's a party outside of where you from, bro.
You guys want to add any touring stories that maybe help you see things in a different perspective or influence your music?
I mean, from a creative perspective, for me, it's helped me because I've always tried to have a non-regional dialect, a non-regional, I don't want to use the word swag. Can somebody please give me another word? Fashion sense, non-regional fashion sense, non-regional music. Even though people in Detroit will probably look at me like I lean more towards the East Coast artists, but I don't think East Coast artists look at me like that. So I try to stay right in the middle, and you get that sense when you travel, because every city has a very, very local sounding artist, a very, very big celebrity in just their city, and as soon as they step a pinky toe across any type of border, they're irrelevant. So I just try to. That got embedded in me by just me traveling and seeing the way different people live and get down and shit like that. So.
Or like on some life shit though. Like when I was young, we was like dirt poor. Like we grew up below the poverty line. You know what I'm saying? So, and my mom's she was a single mother, with 7 kids. So she used to travel a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like we would move all the time. You'd be the new kid in school. You would hate it. I left Long Beach when I was real young. And I moved all over, and I used to hate that shit. You know what I'm saying? I moved to places in the South, places further up north in Cali, you know what I'm saying? Different places on the East Coast. And I hated it. When I got back to Long Beach, as a teenager, I didn't even realize that all the game that I had collected, opposed to if I would have just stayed there my whole entire, youth. By the time I came back, I was one of the sharpest niggas on the block as a teenager. You know what I'm saying? Because I had got so much game and to travel, so much education. I got to see other people's ways of life, other people's ways of thinking, other people's hustles, other people's everything. And even, I've been rapping since I was a kid, so it even influenced my style. You know what I'm saying? So when it was like time for me to get down with somebody, I could go anywhere they wanted to go. You know what I'm saying? And I actually called my mother and I said, you know what? I used to always be complaining and, you probably got tired of me and shit. You know what I'm saying? But, you did me a great favor allowing me to see the world. You know what I'm saying? Because it really made me who I am on the microphone. And I think that makes a difference between me and a lot of, I don't want to say average West Coast MCs, but so-called West Coast rappers.
Lastly, we're at Pay Dues Festival. And I feel like in hip-hop, there's a lot of cats that don't get their just dues. Do you guys have some people that you think should get more dues?
I think Elzhi should.
Definitely Elzhi.
I think
Is he here?
I don't think so. I damn sure think Elzhi should.
I think Cool Herc and all them OG legends, bro, that 80% of these kids here probably don't know, need to be recognized
annually.
Right.
You might as well just do it annually.
Right. Like there should be a festival in their honor. You understand? You know what I'm saying? The pioneers, bro. That's who I think needs to be recognized more. Needs to be appreciated because none of this stuff goes on without them. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think.
Why do you think it seems like in rock and roll they really honor their icons? Right. Like they're like Rolling Stones, whatever. They're still touring. They're revered. In hip hop, it seems like once you cross a certain age, it's like, oh, that dude's old.
Hip hop is competitive. Hip hop is competitive. There's no other sport like it. You really can't compare it to anything. You're not gonna see rock groups battling each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a whole nother monster. Once you throw the creative, competitive edge into it, hence the term hater. That's when the term hater comes into play. And this person gets hated on and that person gets hated on, and then the actual art form shifts so much. It goes in cycles. You know, so it goes from good to bad yearly, annually. You know, so then the kids start getting fed the wrong shit. So
the fans just ain't as savvy.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's really just what it boils down to. The majority of hip hop fans are not as savvy and as in the know as maybe they should, which leads to the legends being looked at like shit. You know, it leads to guys like Elzhi, all the talent in the world, you know, not getting his just due. I mean, it really just to me all boils down to fans.
But we love you, fans, man. Pick up that new Slaughterhouse album.
I mean, it ain't nothing wrong with educating the fans. Straight up, I got educated as a fan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? This ain't nothing wrong with, like, if you don't buy my record because I say something like what Joey just said, then, you know, guess what? I'm probably talking about you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we probably not for you.
Yeah, we not for you. That's just all it is. I don't need everybody in the world to buy my fucking record, dog. I just need enough motherfuckers to buy it to keep my lights on. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna hold no punches. I really think that fans need to be educated.
Oh, we gonna keep them lights on. Buy or no buy.
Oh yeah. With that other money.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
For sure.
Appreciate it. Shout out to the fans.
Follow me on Twitter.
Follow me as well.
The Real Royce 59.
At Joe Budden.
Yeah.
Soot.
Yeah, what my man say when he was in Austin?
How, I think it said, how ya?
How ya?
Stay tuned, this is the game of life, and these are the cards I've been dealt. Give you the real deal, live footage, and you can feel for yourself. It's uncut and raw, ghetto reporter since before the new world was in order. Embedded in places you dreaded and never thought of. The corners, the streets and projects, the one-bedroom apartments, the hood. I'm the voice for all of y'all misunderstood. It's because I'm hip-hop. Maybe I was born from the struggle, hustle and hover above the earth. Observe the concrete jungle and expose all lies. From the block, it's all lies. Revolution of the mind. It will be. Giving nothing but truth.